All right, guys, what is up? Today we're going to be taking a look at a very specific base. We're going to call this a diamond base that Stamp seems to dominate. And it's a base we see very, very often. And I just wanted to make a tutorial video on how to take this base down because replicating this attack, if you do it the right way, it will work and you will get a 3-star. But without further ado, let's get into this and let's take a look at this attack. All right, so this attack here, let's take a look at the base, okay? So the problem with this base is I see a lot of people get high percentage 3-stars. It's not a great base, but it is at the same time because I see a lot of people get 98%, 97% 2-stars on this base. So the problem is either one of these Inferno towers, this one's set on singles, and typically by the time you get to one or the other, you're depleted on troops, and they're playing Ring Around the Rosie, taking out these buildings, and the single is just roasting them, okay? So the real key to this base is going to be the hogs and the healers, and I'm going to get to that in just a second. But before we look at that, let's look at the army comp that Stamp has here. So he's got 1 wizard, he's got 4 healers, 2 P.E.K.K.A.s. This is a Yeti smash attack. He likes to add P.E.K.K.A.s to that, and I do too. It helps a lot. The P.E.K.K.A.s do a lot more damage. The Yetis are obviously getting their value because they're targeting multiple targets with their Yeti mites, but the P.E.K.K.A.s help move everything through the base a little bit faster, and he's actually going with 2 P.E.K.K.A.s here. He's going to be using the Siege Barracks, so he's going to have 3 P.E.K.K.A.s moving in on the skill squad here. 7 Yetis, 1 minion for cleanup, 7 bowlers. The bowlers are mainly to funnel. And then the spells, 1 heal, which is going to be very, very important. 2 rages, 1 in the CC, 1 rage. 1 jump spell, 1 poison, and 4 earthquakes, okay? So let's take a look at this base here, and all the magic is going to start right here at this corner, okay? So step 1 is going to be the funnel, okay? So the funnel is going to be right here. This and this need to go down, okay? Going to drop Yetis here, because everything, the whole kill squad needs to move in right here, okay? So he's actually going to place the jump right here so that everything moves into this quadrant right here, okay? So first step is the funnel. So you're going to funnel, and then everything is going to move right into this corner. So, oops, sorry about that. So funnel is going to come right here, and then everything right here into this, okay? Then gonna drop the rage in here, and everything's gonna move through. And by everything, I mean all your troops, everything except for the royal champ, okay? You're gonna drop the siege barracks right here. You're gonna drop everything right here, okay? So very, very important. Everything's gonna come through, siege barracks, everything, okay? That's step 1. Step 2 is going to be the earthquake, okay? So the earthquake, the placement, this cannon right here, the placement of this earthquake needs to be right behind this cannon, okay? So right here is where you need to tap because that's going to open up all of this, okay? So he's going to get this quadrant open, okay? He's going to get all 4 compartments. I'm sorry, yeah, all 2 compartments over here. This is already open. He's going to get both of these compartments open so that everything's able to move through effectively, okay? Then he's going to drop another rage right here in this area with the poison right here for the CC because the CC is going to be coming out, and then everything's moving through, okay? By that time, when you get about in this area here, this AD is very, very important. That AD needs to go down because that AD will target your healers. So definitely an earthquake opening up this over here is going to help a lot. But then your P.E.K.K.A. or your hogs are going to come out of the siege barracks, and they're typically going to go right. They should. They're going to go right because there's this cannon here, and there's these bomb towers over here that are a lot closer. Okay, if you drop it with the whole squad, this AD should be up as well. So I haven't really seen an issue with this where the hogs go this way. Okay, so the hogs are going to come out here. And the next most important step is where you drop the heal, okay? So the heal needs to be somewhere in this area. You have a lot of splash damage here. The key to the difference between this attack being a 2-star and a 3-star is where keeping the hogs alive, because if you don't keep the hogs alive, the Royal Champ will get through all this. This should all be going down by your kill squad. The Royal Champ will be able to get through all this, and she's going to end up being targeted by the single, okay? So you need to keep the hogs alive. So very important that they get through one group of defenses. So they need to get through these defenses here on this side, okay? And then after that, the Royal Champ and the hogs should be moving right here to this single. And once that single goes down, it should be just cleanup. And he actually doesn't have a lot of troops left on this one, and he still crushes this base because he keeps his Royal Champ alive. I see a lot more of people keep a lot of troops alive, but the Royal Champ goes down to the single, and then you're playing Ring Around the Rosie, and this single is just picking everything off, okay? So we're going to go slow through this base, or I'm sorry, this attack, and I want to show you guys exactly how he does this, and we're going to pause this and kind of explain and everything like that along the way. So actually uses one of the P.E.K.K.A.s to funnel instead of the Yetis. He drops a jump. Note, I would bring a wall break here because it's a short distance. One test wall break, another couple wall breaks, and there should be no problem getting through that wall. But jump is always safest. You know, jumps don't fail as often as wall breaks. So just a note there, you can change up the army comp if you feel comfortable jumping into that. If you fail, don't blame me though, because jump is what we're teaching here. This archer tower goes down, which is great. So that means nothing's going to walk. Everything takes this. Jump. Rage. Okay, we're going to pause it here because he's about to hit the earthquake, and I want you guys to see exactly where he places the earthquake. Okay? Boom. Tapping on that back corner, the down corner of that cannon. Okay? See what it's opening up? It's actually getting all the way to this expo, and it's opening up these walls from here in, okay? So that allows that nice big opening, and he only cares about nicking the corner of this. You really want them to come out as tight as possible of this. This should go down from the Yeti Mites so that they move through the base. So beautiful earthquake spell there, and everything's just moving through nicely. Grand Warden ability. There's a lot of damage going on right here. You've got the eagle shots coming down, the CC coming out, the single. Typically, I would like to hold the Grand Warden ability for this, the Town Hall, but usually you have to pop it early on this, okay? So we're moving up top. This is all on autopilot right now. He still has the Queen ability. He still has the King ability. All the troops are down except for a cleanup wizard and a cleanup minion. Out come the hogs from the siege barracks. Everything else is on autopilot right now, so we're going to just watch this. We're going to focus on the hogs and the Royal Champ at this point. That AD goes down, just like I said. The AD kind of draws them over there. Eagle goes down. Drops the heal. It would have been nicer if the heal was maybe over here to cover this bomb tower, or even a little further just down this way, so that they ran back through it, but no big deal. You'll see it still works out. Okay, bomb tower goes down, damages the hogs. Hogs kind of run through the heal. But this is the point right here, okay? So you need the Royal Champ behind the hogs, okay? Royal Champ's going to move towards the single. Hogs are going to move towards that single. Hog gets targeted. Hog gets targeted. Royal Champ starts on the single. She gets targeted, but she's able to take it down and stay alive. Gets these other two defenses down, and he doesn't have a lot left alive, but the Royal Champ still has her ability, and she's still kicking, okay? Very, very important. If the single targets onto your Royal Champ earlier, definitely pop her ability on that single, but that is just how you do this attack, okay? I've seen a lot of people with more troops left after their push, and they still fail because that single stays up. He didn't have a ton of troops left, but he kept his Royal Champ alive with that heal. So very, very important there. And then from here, it's just cleanup, okay? Reason I wanted to do this base is we see it a lot, and I wanted to reference so we get, hey, when you guys see this base, if Stamp's not able to attack it, I'm pretty sure he will, because he kind of just, I mean, why wouldn't you? You know, you're going to 3-star it. So thank you guys for checking out the video, and I will see you on the next tutorial. Thanks, guys.